Gonna bring you guys back real quick and give you an update. So Zach actually showed up, the one that used to work with me there in Seymour. But he and I got all the doors off while Caleb and Braden are still working on the rear bumper. We have 2 of the front bed bolts out. They're working on getting the Reese hitch off, the rear bumper, and the back bed bolts. But we got the papaw steps off. Yeah, so we're moving along. Probably throw the camera up, get some time lapse here real quick. Try and get the bed and everything off. And yeah, so we're making good progress, I'd say. When I go to do these rockers, I'm probably gonna have to break this bottom bolt down here off, and then maybe these ones in here to loosen this fender up so I can get the piece tucked up in there well enough. But it shouldn't be an issue. And then once we get the bed off, I'll have access all the way around, get this cab corner changed. Cab corners are down in the little shop. Big panels are up here, so we'll be ready to go. But hopefully we can get all that stuff cut out, tacked in tomorrow, get some filler and stuff put on it, get it all sanded, and we're gonna try and get this thing done in a weekend, so stay tuned, guys. What? No? Go! Sounds so much better. Okay guys, so we talked, me and Braden, we talked Caleb into axle dumping and he wasn't 100% sure. And then Zach got on board, so then Caleb said, screw it, we'll do it. So we're gonna start. We have the tip on now. The first video we did didn't have the tip, so we're gonna see what it sounds like. Winter. Just want to give you guys a little bit of an update here. It is like 12:30, 12:33 at night. We got a lot of the frame sanded, started hitting it with some black paint and stuff just to get that out of the way. Still have to hit the insides and stuff, but we got the step off, obviously the bed's off. I started working on the driver's side cab corner, got it off. I just got to finish taking a little off the bottom here. And then we're going to work on the rocker panel. Got a lot of the spot welds broke out on this backside. I'm hoping I'll be able to take the Sawzall and get this section cut out, and then I'll just cut it down and hopefully be able to take that section out, because I really don't want to be able or pull the whole fender off to stick the new rocker panel up there, and I don't want to make a line through here and try and put them together just because it doesn't look that clean. So that's going to be the plan. But yeah, I think it was a pretty productive night. Obviously we got to get all this tape and stuff off the bed yet, off the bed rails, get the bed sanded and probably get it down to the other shop, get the Raptor liner sprayed in it. But so far so good. We got to pick up some stuff from Harbor Freight tomorrow, more cutting discs and just stuff like that. Sawzall blades, and I think that's it. I got to pull some of the trim off on this side and then just knock this out. It won't take me too long. That side over there, taking that cab corner off, took me probably 15 minutes. It actually came off really easy. When I go to do these, I just kind of tap on it. Obviously you can tell that one's still solid up there. You can tell where it's starting to get weak. That side was a little bit worse. It actually had a hole in it to where the passenger side here, it's starting to get a little hole, but it's not bad. But what I'm gonna do is come in here and I'll cut it so I have plenty of flat surface to weld, and then I can put a thin layer of filler over top, get it nice and sanded smooth, and then you won't even be able to tell. But that being said, guys, we're calling it a night. Like I said, it's 12:30. I gotta go and pick up a disc tomorrow with my dad, so we're gonna do that, and then we're probably gonna get on this thing right away, get this thing knocked out. I'd love to be able to have all this done tomorrow, the new stuff welded in, body filler and all that going on it, and be able to get it sanded. The filler might take a little bit to dry tomorrow because I know it's not gonna be the warmest out, and it's supposed to rain, so that humidity and like dampness in the air will kind of mess with it a little bit. But if we can sand it like Sunday afternoon, mid-afternoon, and then just get everything like the doors and stuff put back on, we can always Raptor line that stuff later. It's not the end of the world. My main focus is just getting them in, tack welded, getting some filler put on them. Even if we have to prime them for now, we can drive it down to the other shop and then do the Raptor liner then. But that's gonna do it for now, guys. I'll pick you up tomorrow, and we're gonna get back on it. What is up, guys? Welcome back. It is currently the next day, like I said. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of update here on Caleb's truck. Pretty much got this whole side torn apart. Cab corner is out, rocker panel's coming off. I decided to slice my thumb open pretty good. There was some blood droplets everywhere, but I'm not gonna show you that. But I just gotta get it all the way to the front. And then up here, I'm really hoping I don't need to take this fender off. I should be able to get it pulled back enough. I'm gonna take the Sawzall and just cut straight across there, and then I'll have to do the bottom, break those welds and stuff off. I got the fender loose, so I mean I can pull it out like you can see, and hopefully we'll be able to get that all out of there. Caleb's been working on, he's got all the glue off the bed, and then he's just coating the frame. He picked up some of this rust reformer, spraying it on there, and then we also have just the gloss black we're shooting on there, making it nice and pretty again. But yeah, he's got, I think, almost the whole frame done other than like the inside bed rails and stuff. But the top of the bed's pretty much ready to go. All the glue's off. As you can tell, there's like eraser wheel overspray everywhere. But we're making good headway. So we're just gonna continue on, get the radio going again, just get this side finished, get the new one all mocked up, get it tacked welded in a couple places, and then we'll move over to the other side. Okay, just gonna give you guys an update here. Finally got this rocker all the way out. We test fitted a new one. I had to trim up a little bit higher, get in there. I can basically take it all the way up to where the Herculiner and stuff stops. I probably won't go all the way up that high just because I want to have enough to where I can weld to and put a few tap screws in just to hold it. So we'll probably go maybe where this spot weld is here, leave about a ½ inch all the way around, and then I'll be able to fill all this in here and get it nice and good. But probably gonna go ahead and try and get some of this bottom stuff cleaned up down here, get a little paint shot in here, help fight the rust a little bit, get all this stuff trimmed out, throw the new rocker in. I said throw a couple tap screws in here just to make sure it's good to go. Then we'll put the test fit the rock or the cab corner in here, excuse me, make sure it's good to go. Caleb's back there working on the bed right now, getting it all sanded down or scuffed up, ready for the Raptor liner and stuff. or Herculiner, or the Raptorliner, excuse me. Geez, getting them all messed up. But his bed definitely had something in here before. As you can tell all the way around, it's just kind of flaky and stuff. So he's just gonna scuff it. We'll get it shot. We have our bed rail tape lines all the way down. On the back, we're gonna angle it down underneath, so it'll match up with like the tailgate's top cover there. Probably run a tape line across the bottom of the tailgate there and just shoot it with the Raptorliner to make it all blend in. And yeah, so we're just gonna keep on going. Staying busy. Got a lot of the frame here done. Still need to kind of get up in the frame rails and stuff there, but it definitely looks a lot better. A little wire brush and some elbow grease makes it go a long way. But yeah, we're gonna continue going, and I'll pick you guys up shortly. Little update, we have, obviously you can tell, driver's side is about finished. Got seam sealer over basically everywhere where I welded. Not really gonna throw body filler on it just because we're coming back with the Raptorliner. I'll probably take some, oh shoot, I don't know if it's the Dupa collar or Rust-Oleum brand, but either way, it's in like a quart can. It's their truck bed liner. Probably just come through and hit these areas just to make sure we get them all covered, and then we'll come back and spray it. The cab corners we have, they're basically from my cousin's truck. He ordered the wrong things. So this is for a standard cab, Silverado 99 to 07, and his is an extended cab. Well, we used the rocker panels on his truck. Cab corners are decent on his truck. We just kind of had to fix some of the errors that the guys before him tried to do, and yeah, that took a little while. So what I end up having to do on my brother's truck here is the standard cab. The cab corner's probably, what do you say? I mean, you can tell it's probably it goes up like 3 to 4 more inches wider than what's on this. So what we did is I held it up there, made a mark, cut it, and then just bent it around like what the factory would have been. So there's what I did, and then here is what basically the factory bend would have looked like. Obviously it goes this way. So that's what we did. You really can't tell. I'm gonna come in, put seam sealer in here, and then kind of just fill in this crack. And like I said, we're gonna come back with the Raptorliner and spray all of this. So you're not gonna see any of like the imperfections. We did smear, like I said, the seam sealer over top just to help it seal up better. And I might just kind of sand lightly over this, just kind of get some of the rough patches out of it. But by the time we do the brush on truck bed lining and then spray it on, you're not gonna be able to tell a difference. So it mounted up really clean on the back. The only spot that I wish we could have got tucked in there is this here. I might take a punch and stick it in that corner and just kind of work it over a little bit and then tack it up there. But here on the cab corner, I am probably gonna put a little body filler in here just to hide some of this, just to kind of clean it up a little bit. But he has been working on the passenger side over here, getting all these spot welds and stuff drilled out, as you can tell, right down through there all the way up, and then same thing along the front. So then I can come back, bust all these out, cut it, pull all that off, and then we can slap the new ones on. So there's a little bit of an update for you guys. Still need to kind of hit some of the frame and the inside frame rails a little bit more, but other than that, I think the frame's pretty much ready to go. He's got the bed pretty much ready to go. He pressure washed it all out, got it all scuffed, got it all nice and clean. We're probably going to end up throwing it back onto the bed or onto the back of the truck, and then Raptor lining it all at the same time, instead of trying to take the bed down there, hit it, bring the bed back up, and then doing all this stuff. I'll probably put some of the brush on truck bed lining back here just to kind of cover some of that up when we go to change it, like over there, so you really don't see it. But I just want to keep you guys up to date here. It's coming along great. I don't even know what time it is. Yeah, 7:30 or so. So I mean, we're making pretty good time, other than me slicing my finger open and bleeding all over the shop, and that took a little bit of time to bandage up and stuff. But other than that, we're doing good. This fender's all bolted down. We're probably gonna get these doors and stuff thrown back on here, see exactly how everything fits up, and then yeah, we're just gonna keep on moving on. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll see you shortly. What is up, guys, and welcome back to day 3 of Project DURAMAX. That's what I'm going to call it. Just to recap, this is my brother's 2004 and a half L.E.D DURAMAX, 4-door, obviously, short bed, 3/4 ton, yada yada yada. Yeah, we started this project Friday. It is currently Sunday at 3:30, 4 o'clock, I'm guessing, maybe a little later, I'm not sure. Driver's side is all done. We're over working on the passenger side, got it all welded in, fenders all bolted back down. Got to put in the cab corner yet, but I'll take you around this side and show you exactly what he's doing. He's got some of the duplical or truck bed lining, and he's just kind of going underneath the bottom of the rocker panel there and hitting it. We got body filler going on here. I'm going to smooth out, and then we'll sand down some of the seam sealer here a little bit. The reason why we're not spending a lot of time on this and making it 100% perfect, we are going to be coming back with Raptor liner and spraying it all over this, inside and out. We're going to be doing the bed as well. I know I've talked about spraying this stuff a bunch in this video, but I really do like this product. It's super easy to spray. They send you the bottle, you mix in your hardener and stuff, you just shake it, throw it on the gun and spray it. I mean, it's easy. The only thing you really got to do is scuff your panels and stuff. But I just want to make a little update here. Getting ready to do this cab corner. We're gonna have to fill in this gap here a little bit. Caleb got a little wide when cutting, but that's no big deal. We'll just make a little patch. Do what? Hey, everybody makes mistakes. That's how you learn. But this side definitely did go in there a lot better. We test fit the doors already. The gap is pretty good. We were touching right here. You can tell where the back door was rubbing, so we just kind of bent that down in a little bit. I don't know if these rockers kind of got bent and shipping a little bit. I mean, a lot of that stuff does. It gets just tweaked a little bit, so it doesn't fit 100%. No big deal. We just kind of made a little indentation there. By the time you go spraying the Raptor liner over it, you won't be able to see anything anyway. But I'm gonna get on to this section back here. We're gonna try and get all that stuff done, get seam sealer on this side, get a lot of the body filler done on this side, and then hopefully be able to set the bed on tonight, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I actually had another incident other than my thumb right there. So we are trying to fit this rocker panel in, and I decided to kiss my ear and my neck. That's why I got this all taped up and my neck's all taped up. Decided to rip my ear pretty much, not in half, but it's got a nice little, probably inch rip in it at the top. So we had to stop for about 30 minutes so Caleb could bandage me up again for the second time this project. So to say the least, I'll be glad when this thing is done and out of here. But no, it's come along really well. We got a lot of the frame done. we took some of the rust reformer and sprayed the inside of the frame rails real heavy. Basically that rust reformer takes the rust and just turns it black like you can see here. So outside of the frame, we actually took some Rust-Oleum black paint and hit it to just make it that much cleaner. But yeah, we're just gonna continue on. I'll probably pick you guys up when we make a little bit more progress. So stay tuned, guys. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is day, I don't even know what, of Project DURAMAX. So we end up having to order the correct cab corners here. This side just didn't fit in there when we tried to cut it like we did the other side. But we got the correct one in here now. We got a couple screws there to hold it in place while we weld it and everything. Door and everything shuts great, like so. Much better than trying to fight with that other one. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have left. We started to Raptor line last night down there on his bed. We're gonna try and get all this stuff ready to go. I got to grind off a couple of these screw heads and stuff, get that piece welded in over there, and then we'll be set. Plug in all our wires, hang the doors, put all his trim pieces and stuff back in, but that's no big deal. Then we're actually gonna be taking it down to the lower shop and Raptor lining all the way across the bottom there. We still have to scuff that, and then obviously back there, and then we'll be doing like the lower doors and stuff like that yet, fender flare. But yeah, we're gonna keep working, get this thing done. We were hoping to have it done this weekend, but that rocker or that cab corner wasn't fitting in there correctly, and I didn't want to put it in there. So we just opted to Amazon Prime ship us the correct cab corners. So we got it in there, not even probably 15 minutes worth of work. Trimmed it down a little bit, put a couple of them screws in there to hold it while we weld it, and then we'll put a little seam sealer on it and a little body filler up here on the top, and you won't even be able to know. So we're gonna keep going, guys. Frame looks great. We got to put the bumper on from my cousin's truck. My cousin Clayton said Caleb can have his rear bumper because he ordered some new ones. So we got to do that yet, and then I think that's it. This side we got some seam sealer there. We need to finish up, sand down that filler there a little bit, and then we'll hopefully be in the home stretch. Short update for you guys. So this side is completely ready to go. We got the seam sealer all in there. We got body filler on it. Just we're gonna let this stuff dry. As you can tell, all the way up. Get all those screw heads ground down and stuff so they're not interfered and all that. I got it all welded in nice and solid. Got seam sealer on the bottom. We have the fan set up here, just gonna let it dry. We're gonna run down and get the Raptor liner sprayed in the bed, and then hopefully if this stuff's dry enough tonight, we can get this down here or down there and get it sprayed as well. I was telling Caleb that the seam sealer does take a little bit to dry. It doesn't really harden, it just kind of like softens up and forms to the panel and stuff. It's weird, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and down there, see if we can get this stuff taken care of, get the bed pretty much all finished up, and then we can go ahead and set it on there. Other than sanding that cab corner there, we're done with this project. So all in all, it took us about 4 total days of working. We were hoping to have it done this weekend, but like I said, we had to wait on that other cab corner. So yeah, if we would have had the correct fitting cab corners, we would have been done this weekend by far. But if you take out our little accidents here and there, like me eating this part here, me cutting my finger open, and Caleb bandaging me up every 30 minutes, it felt like, we probably would have made a little bit better headway. But no, all in all, the project turned out really good. Axle dumped, got the hanger back in there. Frame is completely coated front to back. It turned out really good. So all we need to do now is throw the bed on it and put bolts in it, and she should be good to go. So we'll see you guys shortly.